I'm here with Bruce Jackson. We've got a plane flying overhead. It seems very, very fitting for a man from Air Informatics who, aviation is in your blood, isn't it? Tell us where it all began.
Well, aviation is certainly, it's kind of a historic thing in that my father was in a Spitfire squadron, Canadian Spitfire squadron here in World War II. So I grew up with, flying stories. Going into aviation became kind of a natural and a given. I don't think my parents ever thought I would be doing anything else, and so that's been true.
And you had a very interesting educational path into aviation, didn't you? So tell us all about the exciting story around Columbia University.
Oh, for Columbia University?
Yeah.
Oh, I got really lucky because I had spent years in the industry doing standard aviation type stuff, and I can't even say it's standard. Was lucky to do a lot of different things than most. But I had been doing some things at the Voyager spacecraft and the real-time flight operations for the spacecraft during the Neptune and Uranus encounters, and ended up by a long route starting a nonprofit and with emergency medicine, because basically I felt that if we can get to Neptune, why can't we solve the problems with East LA and communicating between paramedics and the emergency department? And so we formed a company doing that and proved that we could do it. I tapped a NASA satellite and they provided the satellite time. We had brilliant communications throughout Los Angeles for the project, proved it was possible. And in fact, one of the concerns was always that how do you communicate if we have an earthquake and put that at risk? And lo and behold, the day before we started the project and the demonstration, there was the Northridge earthquake. And so when some of the hospitals were unable to communicate, we had perfect communications using a NASA satellite.
Wow, that is amazing. Fantastic. And so tell us about the role that Air Informatics has in the aviation industry.
Well, basically, I'm doing cybersecurity and information communications. These new airplanes, and we look at the A350, the 787, these airplanes, they're digital, they're software intensive, they're data intensive and connected. And like anything connected today that's digital, there's a threat of cybersecurity. But this one is more dramatic than any other program, because it's a flight vehicle, it's in the air. So how do we protect it? My focus is protecting the airplane. Yes, I have to know what happens and the hacks and the challenges, but my entire focus is keeping the airplane safe, keeping the operators safe, keeping the industry and the passengers safe. And so we've worked within the construct of the regulators and their guidance to develop the systems, process, procedures to protect the digital airplane. And we've worked throughout the industry for the OEMs, the manufacturers of the airplanes, the avionics, the airlines themselves. So we've had a pretty wide-ranging experience. We worked with high net worth individuals and their private airplanes because they have privacy concerns above and beyond. But it's not that much different from the privacy concerns of any passenger on an airplane.
Wonderful. Well, Bruce Jackson, so much interesting history to talk about and lots of interesting things to come. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.